What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, exclusively here as always on the Casa D18 Studios channel. I, of course, am your host, the Renegade JJ Williams. Happy Saturday. It's new release Saturday, and today we're going to be taking a look at another Netflix original motion picture. This one is entitled You Are So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah, starring Idina Menzel, Adam Sandler, Jackie Sandler, Sadie Sandler, Sunny Sandler, Samantha Lorraine, Dylan Hoffman, and Luis Guzman. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me here once again for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews. As I said in the introduction, it's Saturday, it's new release Saturday, and today we're going to be discussing another Netflix original motion picture entitled You Are So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah. And as our movie opens, Stacy Friedman is a girl who dreams about her upcoming bat mitzvah, including sharing the moment with her best friend, Lydia Rodriguez Katz, and sharing a dance with her crush, Andy Goldfarb. She clashes with her parents, Bree and Danny, about having a perfect party, which she feels will set her up for her future, and gets support from her big sister, Ronnie. When Lydia ends up being invited to popular girl Kim Chain Cohen's house, Stacy gets invited to tag along. The girls all go out to a high ledge where Andy and his friends meet up with them. On a dare and in an attempt to impress Andy, Stacy agrees to jump off of the ledge and into the water below. Her happiness at getting Andy and everyone else's approval, though, is short lived when her bloody maxi pad floats up next to her. Angry at Andy for laughing at her and seeing that Lydia is laughing along with the rest of the group, Stacy decides to call it, having Lydia announce the time when her crush on Andy died. Once school starts up again, Stacy discovers that Lydia and Andy are now going out with each other. Feeling betrayed, Stacy stops talking to her and sends a text message to an anonymous group chat that states that Lydia has hair on her nipples. Stacy even goes as far as to sabotage an entrance video that she was making for Lydia's bat mitzvah by inserting humiliating personal video clips, but she decides not to send it. Stacy continues to try to get Andy's attention, going as far as to volunteer at Andy's grandmother's retirement home. She also tries to make herself look older than she actually is, arguing with her parents as far as which attractions can be had at her bat mitzvah, as well as which clothes she can wear. Andy eventually offers to give Stacy her first kiss, and while hiding behind the Torah ark, they are interrupted by their teacher, Rabbi Rebecca. This leads to even more fighting between Stacy and her dad. Lydia's mother, Gabby, who doesn't know that Stacy and Lydia are fighting, comes over to the Friedman home. She asks Bree for the entrance video for Lydia's bat mitzvah, and not realizing what is in it, Bree sends it to her. On the day of Lydia's bat mitzvah, the video is played by DJ Shmuley, and although Stacy tries to get him to stop the video, the damage is already done. When Lydia is about to walk into her party, she runs off and angrily tells Stacy off. When Stacy's bat mitzvah day comes, she goes up to read from the Torah from her Parsha of Kitessa. When she sees that Lydia and her parents aren't in attendance, she stops and confesses everything to her gathered audience. She then proceeds to tell Andy off for being horrible and driving her and Lydia apart. After her confession, Stacy finishes her Torah reading at the encouragement of her father. Afterwards, Stacy runs off to apologize to Lydia and asks her to come to her party later that evening. When Lydia and her parents arrive, they are surprised to see that the party has been changed to a new party for both Stacy and Lydia. The girls make up with each other. Stacy begins to dance with Mateo, a boy from school who had often sought Stacy's affections. And sometime later, Stacy, Lydia, and their friends hold a bake sale in order to help out the retirement home as our movie comes to its close. Adam Sandler movies tend to be pretty polarizing to the general public. Oftentimes, they're very hit or miss. Either people love them, like Big Daddy, Happy Gilmore, The Water Boy, etc., The Wedding Singer, or people hate them. I thoroughly enjoyed this film. And I'm going to be frank with you. I tend to be the person that's kind of in the middle when it comes to Sandler's movies. He's got movies I like, he's got movies I don't care for. Some of the movies that I like are movies that others don't care for, like Pixels. I adore Pixels. A lot of people crap all over it. If you want to know what I think of Pixels, check out my review up here as I have previously reviewed it. But I think what really sold me on this was twofold. Number one, Idina Menzel. I've been a fan of hers since I first came to know her as Princess Elsa in the original Frozen. And then the fact that this very much was a Sandler family film. You had Adam, obviously, you had his wife Jackie, and you had his kids, Sunny and Sadie. And his daughters played his daughters in the movie. His wife actually played Lydia's mother in the movie. So you had them playing opposite of each other instead of being obviously married. Instead, Idina Menzel played his wife in this film. But I liked the dynamic and the fact that his entire family was in here. It helped add for the chemistry between the two sisters, between father and daughter. It really helped to kind of thrust it a little bit into a more positive light, in my opinion, because it all came off so natural. I thought Idina Menzel did a great job as Adam Sandler's wife. And just going into this, it was a huge question mark for me. I'm not Jewish. My daughter is. My daughter's mom is. So I know a little bit about some of the Jewish traditions from having dated a Jewish woman before. And I know a little bit more having a Jewish daughter because in the Jewish faith, if the mother is Jewish, the kid is Jewish, no ifs, ands, or buts. I've always been lucky in that my daughter's mom also understands my family traditions. So my daughter gets what we effectively call Christmaka every year. She gets Hanukkah and she gets Christmas because they're not just going to completely cut out the traditions of my family just because they're Jewish, completely accepting of that. And that's part of the things that makes the co-parenting thing with this real easy because we've got that acceptance and tolerance of both of our traditions and religions. Even though I don't consider myself an insanely religious person, we still have our traditions and we work hand in hand for that. You know, yesterday was Rosh Hashanah. So my daughter was celebrating that. She actually had the option to not go to school and she chose to go to school anyways. And I definitely applaud her for that. Because I know a lot of kids would have been like, what? I don't have to go to school? Deuces, Zeus's. I'll see y'all on Monday. My daughter went ahead and went. But if you're skeptical of watching this because of its being an Adam Sandler movie and you're kind of on the fence with his films, I highly recommend it. And at the end of the day, it's free. It's on Netflix. So if you've already subscribed to Netflix, you don't have to pay anything more. It's not like you got to shell out money to go see this in a multiplex. You're already paying for Netflix. Devote your 2 hours, pop some popcorn, sit down with your family, and watch this fun family comedy. It's not over the top in its grossness like most Sandler films are. It's very tame, very family friendly because, again, his entire family is in it. When it comes to my rating on this, I am going to rate it slightly lower just because I want to see what repeat viewings do for this for me. But I'm still going to give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. I did thoroughly enjoy it. I have a feeling I'll enjoy it more on repeat viewings. I have a feeling I'll enjoy it more if I watch it the next time with my Jewish daughter. And being able to sit next to somebody who laughs at some of the jokes that I don't get. I think that'll go a long way into helping me boost this up to a 4, maybe even 4.5 star video. What do you guys think? Those of you that have seen You Are So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah. Let me know. If you're watching the premiere, leave your thoughts and comments over here. If you're watching on demand later in the day, leave your thoughts and comments down here. And let's have that conversation, that discussion, that debate, that interaction that I'm always asking you guys for in the comments below. And make sure you guys tune in later on this evening, right here to the Casa D18 Studios channel, the Jeff Meacham Network, and across the Jeff Meacham Network multiverse of media, as it's time once again to engage in the Saturday night shenanigans that are Open Mic Night. Myself, Noah Foster, the Simple Man, will be in the house. I believe the West Coast Professor Jeff Meacham will be making an appearance at some point. He does have to work, but I think he did say that he was going to try to click in sooner rather than later. And anybody else who wants to step into the studio, step up to the microphone, and engage us in the week of professional wrestling conversation. We're going to be discussing this week the merger being completed with WWE Endeavor UFC, now being branded TKO. We're going to discuss the top 10 of the Pro Wrestling Illustrated Top 500 for the year, the return of Nia Jax, the departure of the Dyad, and the status of that bitch, Jade Cargill. All of that and more in just a few hours on Open Mic Night. And then on Monday, right back here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, it'll be another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews. And we go back to school, and this time we're going to enroll in the School of Rock, starring Jack Black, Joan Cusack, Mike White, Sarah Silverman, Miranda Cosgrove, Caitlin Hale, Adam Pascal, and Frank Whaley. You don't want to miss out on any of that content right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, the Jeff Meacham Network, and across the greater Jeff Meacham Network multiverse of media. Open Mic Night, School of Rock, and so much more still in store for you right here on Renegades Reviews and Back to School Month. You don't want to miss any of it, so make sure you smash that like button, make sure you subscribe, make sure that notification bell is turned on so you don't miss out anytime a video drops right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel or anytime we go live, as is the case with Statboy Sports Bar, Open Mic Night, pay-per-view PLE watch-along coverage, etc. Share these videos with your family, friends, loved ones, coworkers, movie fanatics, cinephiles in your life, fans of Adam Sandler, fans of Idina Menzel, fans of Luis Guzman, members of the Jewish community, anybody you can think of that would enjoy this content in this video. Share it with them, as it's the only way we're going to keep my visibility up in YouTube's algorithms now that we are, in fact, a monetized channel right here on the platform. Thank you once again to everybody out there who joined me and tuned in today. It means so much more to me than you guys will ever know. I will see you guys next time.
now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.